come on.
Yeah.
Top quality. He's back again, all the way from Brixton, the 8th of January 1947, to New York today, where he is sitting on the end of a telephone, no doubt dressed as a Turkish potentate. David Bowie. David, how are you?
I'm wearing a jubbly.
Oh, is he a jubbly? That's a Moroccan kaftan, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that's the Elton kaftan.
Oh, no, you can't go that way.
Good morning, everyone. How
David,
are you?
it's a room full of David Bowie fans because we've got Siouxsie and Budgie from the Creatures here. And
Hello,
of course,
Susie.
Hello, David.
Yes,
Hello,
good morning.
Budgie. How you doing?
Very well.
Now, Susie's already lowered the tone with bad language.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's...
Already lowered the tone. We've
I
apologised.
can't stand all this talk of kaftans and muumuus.
Well, kaftan, I bet you've got a muumuu.
I had one when I lived in the 14th century town of Lewisham.
Oh.
I got it from Burton's.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
new single sounds fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And I'm not just saying that. I would have said it even if I didn't like it, but I actually do like
I
it.
know you would.
Yeah, but I do like it as well, which is fantastic. Is that this is a taste of the album? This is what it's going to be like? It's more...
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just a collection of songs. There's no real through line to it. It's I like it a lot, though. I mean, I'm going on the road, so I'm looking forward to touring it.
And is this you working with Visconti again, Mr. Tony Visconti?
Yeah, and this time's a lot of the stage band, that I've had over the last 8-9 years, pretty much the musicians on it. So it's pretty representative of stage, I suppose.
It's an incredible band you have. Siouxsie and Budgie, I'm sure you must have seen David live. I mean, you've played on his tour, because the Glass Spider tour, that was your worst tour, David, wasn't it?
That was actually pretty much the way that we're planning this next tour.
Inflatable.
I mean, it was singularly responsible for bringing abseiling into the rock and roll arena, which I think was, has some merit to it, really.
David, am I imagining it? On the tour, did you have a bloke come out on crutches at one stage?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I remember a dancer coming out in crutches, and I remember thinking, OK, he's lost me.
Well, he couldn't dance.
Should have got Rolf Harris.
He can't dance, so yes, you had Rolf on the show.
Oh,
this
David,
morning.
we had Rolf on, and he brought 2 pristine stylophones with him, and we jammed and everything.
What? Did he bring one of those, the multi-keyboard stylophones?
No.
When Harris and I kind of came up with the stylophone thing in the 60s, they thought they were in for huge sales, so they started bringing out all these incredible, complicated stylophones.
I like to think that in an alternative universe somewhere, that's the only instrument left.
I tell you what, I did bring a didgeridoo, because I do play didgeridoo.
No.
So,
Can you do all the breathing? The cyclical breathing?
Yeah,
I'm
hold on.
impressed.
Give me a second, because it takes... you've got to light the fire and heat the water up before it starts working. I've got it mainly going here. Hold on a second.
Wow. Incredible. Wow, that's incredible.
And he's
then
out
you can
of
do
breath, so he did it himself.
And we think Sting's breathing is impressive.
You can do it. You finish off the phrase and you go...
Right, well...
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Thanks for sharing that.
No, not at all. I can do that all morning.
Did Rolf bring his extra leg, Jonathan?
No, he didn't have his extra leg with us.
I saw you, Siouxsie, and you were really excellent many, many years ago, I must say.
It would have to be many years.
It was. I was clutching my copy of The Scream, I think, probably.
Oh, my God.
those are the days.
Oh, that is many years
And
ago.
what I loved was that little Apache dance that you used to do on stage. I used to love that.
Well,
I probably nicked that.
I was
for a few
into my
gigs.
Indians.
What was that? I always thought you were like one of those chickens standing on a hot plate.
Who, me?
This cheeky Jonathan Ross, what are we going to do with him? I'm sitting next to him. I think I'll pinch him.
David is now...
Ouch.
Oh, ouch. David's now, 72, OK. He's in incredibly good shape. When he was in last time, you did a little kangaroo hop for us. Do you remember that, David? You came in and we were talking about the guy who, the original legendary Stardust Cowboy.
Yeah.
And you were talking about that you'd seen him hop around on stage or something, and you did it, and I could not believe just how flexible your knees are.
Yeah, my knees of the talk of the town.
Do you still do the boxing training? You still do the stretching?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Have you been trained?
I don't like to talk about it too much because I'd be hopeless in a actual match. But I mean,
Jonathan's offering to be a punch bag.
Well, no. We had Ricky Gervais, who I know David is a fan of as well. Ricky was over here. Did you see the celebrity boxing you took part in, David?
No.
He boxed someone. It wasn't really a challenge yet. I propose we put him in the ring with you. Now, there's a
That's
challenge.
Not a bad idea, is it?
That would
I
be...
mean, he could just tell jokes at me. I collapse.
No, you're faster. Come on, you'd be able to jab him. Get in there.
Yeah, I could jab.
We're going to say goodbye to Siouxsie and Budgie now.
Oh, that's a shame.
Bye-bye.
We're going to play a track, and then we'll chat to you some more. Can you hang around a little bit longer, David?
Yes, of course, yeah.
All right, we'll chat some more after this.
Good luck to everyone in whatever you're doing.
Siouxsie,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
thank you for coming in.
Nice
Budge, great to see
talking
you
to you.
again. What are we going to play, Andy?
Bit of the Bees we were talking about.
Bit of the Bees, and we'll be talking with David Bowie more after this. That's the Bees, and we have David Bowie with us live from New York City. David, thanks so much for calling. I really do appreciate it, genuinely.
Not at all. That was lovely, that piece.
It's a nice track,
Oh,
isn't
the
it?
Bees, isn't that nice?
Yeah, they're a great band. You've always had an ear for new music. I know that. You keep... I mean, who are you listening to at the moment?
I don't know, really. I'm not that I guess I've gotten a bit stuck into my own thing at the moment.
I guess, yeah.
Listening, obviously, to the new Grandaddy's album, which I actually like. I know it's not received that much.
I haven't heard the Grandaddies.
It's all right. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's called Sometime.
Do you like the Kings of Leon?
Yeah, they're a bit too hard rock thing for me.
Yeah, now this is what interests me about you. What is it that you veer? Sometimes you're doing the hard rock. You've had periods in your career where you've done sort of hard rocky stuff. You've had your soul period. You've done that kind of stuff.
It's kind of a bit quirky though, my rock. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I've done sort of straightforward R&B rock since like Gene Genie type stuff.
Yeah, no, because I've got in front of me, I've got an early CD release of The Man Who Sold the World with the extra tracks on. But I was thinking of stuff like Running Gun Blues and Black Country Rock on that.
Yeah.
Had a real Led Zeppelin feel to it.
I guess that was the hardest stuff. That was really the first kind of flames of the Ronson thing, really.
How much? How much does what you are listening to though colour what you are producing at any given time?
That's hard to say. I guess other people would say more than I would. I hope it doesn't particularly, but I think I go back to the past an awful lot.
Mm. And so, because I'm interested that the new album has some cover versions on it as well, because Pin-Ups was such an incredible album and a huge success for you, I know as well. But you're doing 2 covers on the new album, is that right?
Yeah, one from Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers called Pablo Picasso.
No, I didn't have you figured as a Jonathan Richman fan.
Oh, he was terrific.
Great song.
Yeah, I guess he's still terrific. He's up in Boston somewhere still writing.
He is still terrific, because, I mean, he does quite a lot of Spanish language stuff as well now.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Well, we plonked a Spanish guitar on our version of Pablo Picasso.
And that was from the first Modern Lovers album, wasn't it, Pablo Picasso?
Yeah, it was.
Along with Ice Cream Man and all those
covered
things.
at some point later on by John Cale of the Velvets. He did a version of it.
I can't wait to hear your version of it.
It's unrecognisable, actually.
Well, otherwise, why do a cover, I guess? And you do a George Harrison song as well on there.
Yeah, and that was, ironically, that was kind of unwitting because it was actually, for me, it was always a Ronnie Spector single. It was I think it was the last single produced by Apple Records, back in 74 or something.
Yeah.
And Harrison produced it for it with Phil Spector. And I got it around that time because I was totally gaga over Ronnie Spector. I always thought she was absolutely fantastic.
Well, she's still a fine-looking woman.
Oh, she's a terrific-looking woman, yeah.
And one incredible voice she had as well. Does she still sing? Does she still perform live?
Yeah, she did a couple of years ago. She did one of the last things that Joey Ramone produced. He produced a little kind of EP with her.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
she still sounds absolutely great. So I kind of covered it as a Ronnie Spector song, and it kind of really only dawned on me afterwards that I'd actually done a tribute to George, which is, I guess, a lovely thing to have happened, really.
Yeah. You're going to be presumably you're going to be playing the new material live when you come back. The last tour that I went to see, you played all of the new Heathen album and all of the Low album.
That's right.
Kind of back to back. What are your plans for this new tour?
We're not going to kind of duplicate it because that worked out so well, and I didn't want to kind of ruin that by doing kind of repeating the same thing. We're doing an awful lot from Heathen and from Reality, the new album, and I've certainly I've pulled out a lot of interesting things from the past and the near past as well, going back to a few things like Motel and Battle for Britain. But there again, I'm also putting in things like Suffragette City, which are pretty something.
Oh, come on.
And I'm having a crack on Monday. We're having a crack at Win from Young Americans.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
So, loving the Alien we're doing, I think.
I like that one.
So, there's some interesting things we're doing.
Now, the new tour, the European tour, is kicking off on October the 7th in Copenhagen.
That's right, yeah.
And then you'll be hitting the UK, Manchester.
Tell me.
The 17th of November.
When are we doing the Orpington Civic?
Well, no, hold on a second, David. I know why you're choosing 17th of November.
Why's that?
You know why.
I haven't got a clue, Jonathan.
David...
Because that's your 15-year marriage anniversary.
No, that's August 23rd. Don't be silly.
Is it? Hey, listen, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. Hey, 17th of November, it's my birthday.
Oh, Jonathan.
Don't pretend you didn't know. We know you've built your calendar around it.
Actually, yeah.
Isn't that sweet? David decided to kick off his UK tour on my birthday as a kind of gift for me.
I didn't realise.
Don't say you didn't realise. Don't spoil the moment. I can't wait for the new album. Presumably you've recorded most of it, or all of it now?
It's all finished, all mixed, and we're actually into rehearsals right now.
Wow. And which internet site can I go to find a bootleg copy of it?
Actually, you'll have a problem at the moment. There's, this week, I shouldn't say this, is tempting fate, isn't it?
Yeah.
This week there's nothing up there yet, but...
well, fingers crossed, because often they do sneak out early.
Don't go to Kazakh, you know.
No, well, we won't do that. I'm really looking forward to it. You must be enjoying this at the moment, though, because Heathen was such a huge hit for you, deservedly so. And
it was, yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah, I can't think of anything better at the moment. I'm producing music that I'm really feel proud of. I've got a fantastic band, and the tours that we've been doing have just been going down a storm.
And of course, Home Life seems to be going great as well. How's the baby?
I actually call it. Well, we've just the loveliest thing is that we've just built a pigeon shed on top of the roof here, which is really good.
Wow, that's nice.
So I'm up here at the moment in the pigeon shed feeding the pigeons, and I've got a little Bunsen burner here, so I can, make coffee. And Moby's place, which is just over the road, about 2 streets away, he's got a little pigeon. He's got me onto this thing, keeping pigeons.
Do you send pigeons to each other?
Yeah, we send song ideas. We kind of tie them to the legs of the pigeons and send them backwards and forwards.
If you had a very robust pigeon, you could send him over with an iPod strapped on. And then you could swap music that way.
That's innovative, Jonathan. It's almost as good as abseiling.
A different way of file sharing. What happened to that giant glass spider you had on that tour? Where's that now? Is that in storage somewhere?
That's down in the basement.
You should open up. Let the kids play with it. Come on, that's for Alexandra when she's a bit older. Say, Dad's got a glass spider downstairs. If you're very good, I'll let you go and slide on it.
It's her birthday in a few days' time.
How old is she now? About 3?
She will be, yeah.
Wow, that's gone so quickly, hasn't it?
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Are you having another one? Have you got any plans?
No. She's great. She's absolutely fantastic. All we want.
David, I couldn't be happier for you. I really couldn't. I'm so enjoying the new music you're making now. As always, I'm enjoying all your old stuff.
Do tell me, how is Ricky? Because I hear from him occasionally.
Ricky Gervais is fine. He is, as always, not the easiest man to look at for any period of time, due to his just general grotesqueness. He looks rather like a sketch by Rowlandson, doesn't he? He's got that kind of look about him.
Somewhat, yeah.
It's like he's got the Bruegel feel about him. But he's a lovely fellow, you know.
I like him very much indeed.
Yeah.
I've turned on so many Americans to that series.
Yeah, it's a big show there now.
They don't get it immediately, They're not sure if this is supposed to be like the reality thing or whatever, but once they do, the whole band love it now.
What other... are you watching other British comedy, other British TV at the moment?
Not really. That's about it, I suppose. Not really watching that much. I seem to be a bit too busy for all that.
Have you seen the new series of Bo Selector?
No, I saw the first series, which I kind of like bits of.
Well, the new series is
even
better.
The Michael Jackson skits were very funny.
Yeah, because I'm curious about someone like you lives in New York. Obviously, you're tapped into a lot of what's going on here.
I get to see everything, and of course, I listen to your show a lot.
God bless you.
Because we can, pick up these days on the internet
with
any radio that we want.
It must be. Is it? I was watching The Man Who Fell to Earth the other day, as I often do, because I really love the film. And the scene when your character is sitting there watching like dozens of televisions, I was thinking, in actual fact, what we have with the internet now, that's not that far from how
it's not far from the truth. I mean, Nick Rogue really had some extraordinary ideas in that film that sort of came to pass. The Curlian photography, and the idea of the sound on the chrome-looking ball. Was a bit kind of anticipated the CD.
It's kind of CD-like, isn't it? Yeah, it was remarkable.
It had some extraordinary things in it.
Oh, what a great film.
Listen, can I just make my mate George Underwood?
Yes.
You know George.
George Underwood, who designed the Ziggy Stardust kind of...
He did the Ziggy Stardust thing. He did the Space Oddity album way back then. He's got a show of his paintings at the Portal Gallery starting on the 20th of October. I just wanted to say that.
And that's here in London somewhere?
Yeah, that's on the 20th of October. Good luck, George.
Well, that's very kind of...
He's a great painter. I'm in class one day... our English mistress, this is when we were like 10 or something, maybe a bit older than that. And she said she didn't like him at all because he was always like making jokes all the time, disrupting the class. And she stood him up at one time. She said, "Underwood, I want you to make a sentence using the phrase herd of cows." And so he said, "Men from Mars have never heard of cows."
I'm surprised you didn't cut that up and put it in the lyrics.
It's smashing, isn't it?
David, we've got to go because we've got to play a track.
Yeah.
And we've got to say goodbye. I'm going to see you in September. You're going to come on the talk show.
I'd love to.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, and hopefully we'll be able to drag you back here in it as well. It's always lovely talking to you. Thanks again for calling us, and good luck with the new material when it comes out. We're really, really excited about it.
Thanks so much, Jonathan.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye now.
Take care, David. What are we going to play, Andy?
We're going to say play Black Country Rock, I think.
And are we going to say goodbye now?
We're going to say goodbye,
afterwards?
Yeah.
We have to say goodbye now?
Yes.
OK, for reasons that will soon become clear.
Yeah.
For something to do with you did.
No, nothing to do with me at all.
Yeah, nothing to do with you, OK. This is one of my favourite old Bowie tracks. This is Black Country Rock. Thanks for listening. Take care, 88 and 91 FM. This is Radio 2.